What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. There's a lot that needs to be talked about, so let's go. Before I go into my first talk, I just want to say I hope everyone is ready for a wonderful summer. I don't have to worry about classes. I'll be working over the summer, and that's actually a good thing. But the first thing I actually want to talk to you guys about is with the NFL. So, if you guys haven't heard, the NFL has now come up with a kneeling policy, and they have this unanimously approved of a new national anthem policy that requires players to stand if they are on the field during the performance, but gives them the option to remain in the locker room if they prefer. And this was announced yesterday. Now, the subject says that teams to a fine if a player or if other team personnel do not show respect to the anthem. This includes any attempt to sit or kneel, as dozens of players have done during the past 2 seasons, to protest racial inequality and police brutality. Now, these teams also have the option of fining any team personnel, including members, for the infraction. Now, Commissioner Roger Goodwell, he said, "We want the people to be respectful of the national anthem. We want people to stand, that's all personnel, and make sure that they treat this in a respectful fashion. That's something that we owe, but we also are very sensitive to give players choice." And Goodwill said that the vote was unanimous among owners, although the San Francisco 49ers owner, Jared York, said he was abstaining about it. And York said that all owners that voted in the process supported the change, and the policy will be part of NFL's new game operations manual and thus not subjected to collective bargaining. And the NFL Players Association said in a statement that it will review the policy and changing any aspects that it will inconsist with the CBA. Now, some of the details, still remains unclear in the hours after the approval and everything along the way, including the fine in which the team will be subjected to and how the league will define respect to the flag. And to make a decision that strong, you have to have you hope that the players will be input on it, said Cleveland Brown quarterback Tyrod Taylor. And he said, but obviously not, because we have a lot to deal with, good or bad. And continue on, he said, I think the main thing about it is that each ball club is having open communication with players and ownership about the issues that are going on with the community and trying to change it. Now, this is all happening because of, when then San Francisco 49er quarterback Colin Kaepernick, he began kneeling in 2016. The league had no rule to prevent it or anything else along the way, and the movement, you know, it grew, a lot of criticism towards Trump. And as many people know, this was actually basically a sign saying, oh, this is disrespect to the flag and to the country and everything. But owners, however, have divided as to how to extract the league from that sort of criticism. Some owners, such as Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, and Bob McNair, owner of the Houston Texans, he wanted all the players to stand. Others, such as New York Jets owner Christopher Johnson, he wanted to avoid any appearances of muzzling players. And just hearing about this, it's really stupid for the NFL to even come up with this policy. If a player wants to kneel, let them kneel. They have their rights, and you're just basically cornering them in a situation which you're saying, oh, this person is somewhat like a wuss, or they really don't want to respect our country, so let's go out there and let's nitpick at that person and everything along the way. When Colin Kaepernick did it, it actually it sparked a lot going on with our nation, because people say we don't have a lot going on. We do have a lot going on. We got racism, we have school shootings, all this kind of stuff, and it's just unbearable. And if I ever meet Colin Kaepernick, I will shake his hand and thank him for all the hard work that he has done. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you guys about is Trump. Now, I was talking about Trump in the first talk. Now, this is going to continue on about Trump, saying you guys know how I feel about Trump. Well, you guys know how he was supposed to meet with North Korea leader Kim Jong-Un. Well, he canceled that. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, he canceled it. And he wrote on the letter, he was like, "Oh, sadly, based on tremendous anger and open hospitality displayed in your most recent statement, I feel it is inappropriate at this time to have a long planned meeting," as he wrote to the leader that was released today. And he said, "Therefore, please let this letter serve as the representative that the Singapore summit for the good of both parties, but to the terminate world will not take place." Now, this was supposed to take place next month on June 12th. And Trump, he accepted the invitation in April and everything else on the way. Now, Trump's move to pull out of the summit, aligns with, the advice of backing away from the negotiations in his book, They're Out of the Deal. Following that, the statement on today, a closed statement that Trump told BuzzFeed News that the book is a bestseller for a reason. The tactics work. If I bought that book, I'm gonna burn that book. I'm just being honest. And some some others, they they've been around Trump, and they were more skeptical with his decision on the morning. A former White House official said that Trump has shown a lack of discipline on North Korea, adding that although it seemed like a play to try and force them back into the bargaining table, I didn't see anything happen. I basically don't see nothing happening. And it's true though, because planning on the summit had not proceeded smoothly according to the cancellation. A North Korean delegation reportedly failed to show up to a meeting with the U.S. officials in Singapore 2 weeks ago. And Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, testifying before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in a previous scheduled appearance, confirmed that he had no response to the U.S. outreach. Now, South Korea, meanwhile, seemed blindsided by this shift, and they was like, okay. And they went on and said, "We are attempting to make sense of what precisely Trump meant," said by Eui-Kyeom. And I know I said it wrong, but bear with me. Spokesperson for President Moon Jae-In, who told on the Washington Post on today. Now, Moon said that he will hold an emergency midnight meeting at the Blue House in Seoul. Seoul, that's it. Calling in his former minister, intelligence chief, and other top advisors. And in the letter, basically he's talking about how, he writes to Kim Jong-Un saying, "We greatly appreciate your time, patience, and effort with respect to our recent negotiations and discussions relative to a summit long sought by both parties." And, he goes on talking about the whole, U.S. nuclear capacities and everything else one way. And, y'all, I'm just over here going, why are you doing this? This is why you do not deserve to be in the White House. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't. And I really, 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 really want him out of that White House, because he really has no intention of doing anything great for our nation. Lastly, this just hurts me to hear about this. You know how we have like all these like former stars and former directors accused of like sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior, like Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, many others. Well, apparently another name was added to that. Morgan Freeman. I know. Morgan Freeman. That man is just blessed. He is the voice of God. He is the greatest voice for narrating everything. But apparently he was accused of inappropriate behavior. And when I was reading the story, I was going, well, hold on. No, not Morgan Freeman. No. But apparently, reading the story, it's kind of, I'm not sure. But a young production assistant, she landed her dream job in the summer of 2015 when she started working on the movie Going in Style, a bank house that included Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin. And, the job was fun and everything, and it developed into months and months of harassment, as she told CNN. She said that Freeman subjected her to, unwanted touching and comments about her figure and clothing on a near daily basis. Freeman would rest his hand on her lower back and, just rub it, like, and everything along the way. And in one incident, she said that Freeman kept trying to, like, lift up her skirt to see if she was wearing any underwear. He never succeeded on that. But, he would say he would just try to lift it and everything. She would move away, and then he would try again. Eventually, she said that Alan Arkin made a comment telling him to stop. Morgan freaked out and didn't know what to say. And, I'm really surprised to even hear about this. Morgan Freeman, like I said, he's a great guy and everything. But, there's accusations of him dating, I believe, his, like, granddaughter or something like that. And all this craziness. And, along with this, 16 people spoke to CNN saying that, a part of, like, the whole investigation, and 8 of those women said that they were victims of what was seemed called harassment, and others were called inappropriate behavior by Freeman. And eight said that witnesses Freeman's allegations, conduct. And these 16 people, described a pattern of inappropriate behavior by Freeman on set while promoting his films and on his production company, Revelations Entertainment. Again, I am just like, what? Just, surprised about this. And it's weird to even hear about how Morgan Freeman, a great actor, great guy, just hearing about this and you just go, mind blown. But with that being said, I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about the whole Morgan Freeman allegations, what you guys think about Trump canceling on Kim Jong-Un, the NFL kneeling, tell me what's on your mind, basically, okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe. People, I'm always out there for you guys. You know that. I'm out there trying to get the information so that way you guys know it. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have an amazing summer. I love you guys. Peace out.